Stephen Alson here for Soccer AM. No, I'm not here with Soccer AM. I'm here with Cheeky Sport Joel.
Hey, doing well with Soccer AM today. Shout out to Full-Time Devils as well. Make sure you subscribe to both. In fact, all 3 channels, Cheeky Sport, Soccer AM, Full-Time Devils. Come on.
As usual, someone's hyper. Talk to me about what I just witnessed in there, because I don't know what I just witnessed.
Listen, mate. Listen, for a neutral, right? It was shocking.
How neutral?
It was shocking. It really was shocking. I'm there watching the game thinking, all right, a big game today. Big teams, right? I just don't know what to say. It's like Fosu Mensah came off. I thought he was brilliant, by the way, during the game. I thought he had challenges. I think for Man United, David De Gea, 100%. I think he made a few good saves, and I thought Mensah was probably behind him. I thought fantastic. Next thing you know, he comes off, and I got an interesting stat from you that approximately 5 minutes, 45 seconds later on, apparently, basically, very quickly, the opposition scores. I mean, I thought, all right, 1-0. Seen it before, the guys can come back. 1999 season, I'm sure you went down 1-0 before halftime, before Beckham got the equaliser, Andy Cole, you know, winner, good old days. I thought we might see something. It's happened before, but it looks like...
As Fergie famously said, it's only Tottenham.
Man, and all of a sudden, I even remember the 5-3 win here.
Yeah.
You know, when Veron was having poor games.
Ruud van Nistelrooy hat-trick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's happened today to Man United. I mean, I don't know, man. I reckon a lot of the fans are like LVG out for real.
Our timeline kind of went a bit mental at the end of the game with that, and quite easily to see why. Is this disastrous for United here, though? Is today's defeat too much?
Let me be honest with you. For this season, let's not kid ourselves. At Manchester United is a standard, and it's not been great. Let's be honest with you. It doesn't matter who you support. Everybody knows there's a high club at Manchester United, all right? This season, it's not going to happen. Yeah, you might make Champions League, but it's still, in terms of a performance, it's not been a Manchester United year, right? But if you go and you get in a Jose Mourinho, he's got a point to prove. He's like a wounded animal. You let him run things kind of the way he wants to run it. Not fully, but kind of the way he wants to run it. Let him come in, get his style in. Don't worry about the style of football as such. Man United should just focus on getting back to what they do. Then after you do that, then, you know, then I'm sure things will go back to normal, because Man United are not silly. They see what Man City are doing. They're not just going to roll over and let it happen. So I reckon Man United are going to be working very hard this summer to do what they have to do. They're going to sit down players like Memphis and say, look, you either play for the team or you don't. You know, there's a standard that needs to be upheld. It's the truth. And you know what? If those players aren't going to cut it, I know that Man United are not going to fail to just get them out and do what they have to do. I mean, this is me talking from a Cheeky Sport and Soccer AM perspective. Watching the match, I'm like, hey, I got to call it as it is. But I do think that you guys have been too much of a big club in the last 20 years. You still will be able to attract players. People say, oh, if you don't make Champions League, you're not going to be able to attract anyone. Rubbish. You're still probably going to attract Jose Mourinho, who, for me, is probably the best manager in the world. So, to be honest with you, I don't think that's very true. But with LVG, I am a bit worried.
I don't know where he goes from here. I think it's probably already been predetermined what's happening. I don't think it's coming as a shock to him, whatever happens in the summer. I don't think it's going to come as a shock to Jose Mourinho if he is that guy. And you know what? I'm pretty sure he is that guy.
Yeah.
It's just where's the rebuilding process start? Because at some point, you have to just consider you can't really maintain this sort of competitive in a cutthroat league that we are at the moment.
Yeah.
I think, as United fans, as much as we're not going to like it, there's probably going to be a period where we are. Well, are we in it right now, or have we yet to enter it? That's the problem. I
reckon the summer is huge. This summer is huge for Manchester United. I'll be honest with you, as a football fan, I know there's going to be a lot of activity going on in Manchester in general. So it's going to be tough, but at the end of the day, I think the thing is there's a standard there, and I reckon the board they're going to make changes when they need to make changes. So I wouldn't worry. I don't think things will just stay and there won't be any changes. I don't see that happening, but I reckon there will be a lot of new faces, and there will be a new direction taken for sure.
All right, wicked. Cheers, Joe.
Thank you very much.